I always get set up, and then there's one more thing I forgot. Oh well. We're making progress on all of it. Get my iPad going here so I can see chat. I love you too, Augie boy. I know they're over there. He's gotta get fixed, honey. Yeah. He's gotta get fixed, honey. There you go. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right. I've got to fix that timeout in a little bit. All right, so we got some lights going on there. Getting kind of ready. Don't know where the bug came from. Let's just give a little practice session here. I know, Augie boy. I know. I don't know if you can see the big Augie. Or just the Augie nose. Alright, let's okay, that's all set up right. I hope that isn't bleeding back into the microphone. Why are you crying, honey? I drove this track a little last night, and it's dangerous. But it's fun kind of once you get the rhythm of it. But I've been reading more about... I've been frustrated with the spinouts, because it doesn't seem realistic to me, but it turns out I'm just wrong. And so there are some things I need to do to change how I'm driving, and so working on all that. I don't think I've got my speed all the way up for this, because it's really, like this turn here, it's not a 90, it comes back even farther from, which is that? Man, some of my English is a little rusty. I was really a grammar kind of Nazi dude before, but then I moved to Arkansas. And so I can get through here in third. So we are going what feels like a little slow, but if you look at my speed, not really slow. It's just this doesn't give the best sense of speed. And so I've been working on some settings for that, but it's mostly motion, and I don't... Oh, see, I overspun. So that, my overcorrection is my fault. But I'm working to get rid of that. And everything is stuck in kilometers per hour. And I went through all the settings yesterday and cannot find where to change it back to Imperial, but I found it in Assetto Corsa. Oh shit, 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 shit. So I watched some education on slip angle, and it made some of it make a little more sense. Hey, wait, why is that not showing up on screen? Hey, I got something not showing up on screen. Hold on a second. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, because it started a new renderer. I hate it when it does that. All right. That should be back on screen now. And so I keep thinking about... I think the car should have more grip. But... it's a driver problem. Yep. See, I braked late and couldn't get down to second. And I forget how powerful some of these cars are. Some of these hypercars, they have so much torque and everything. You almost have to... You have to remember it's not an arcade. You can't always hit it at full accelerator. Like, that one doesn't have a real brake marker. And then right over the hill, it cuts back. And if you don't hit... You can keep some speed going if you hit the entrance right, but if you hit it on any other angle, you just... Oh, I did that to myself. Damn it. I kind of like the in-car view, but I do get a better sense of speed here. But now I have a broken car. But since we're going to have to restart and do something in a minute, I'm just going to take this as practice and move on. See, I downshifted too early. And in real life, I would have upset the car. I tried to do that heel-toe shifting, and I can sort of do it, but not consistently well enough to keep my car from going flying. Oh, I do need to advertise that I'm streaming now. Let me give myself a second here. Forgot to give that to my friends. My big boy. How's you doing, big dog? I got a big doggy right here. You're my good boy. You're my good boy, aren't you? Uh-huh. Oh, good boy. Yeah, I'm just getting this set up, Booger. I'm just getting myself set up. Alright. I can take this link. Put it over here. Do. I know, Bubba. I know. You're a good boy. You're such a good boy. Alright. I updated that. So let's get back to this. So I am sadly making a lot of mistakes. I thought I was getting better, but... Oh, my car's messed up all the way now. I thought I was getting better, but... And I am, but there's... still lots of... Holy shit, what's going on with that? Alright, we need to reset this before it freaks out. Back to pit lane. Like, I really don't know what I need to do about my tire pressure. Traction control is basically either on or off. There's no setting for it. I do have hypercar compounds, and I cannot change any of those items. So, let's go back. One thing we could do is go Hi, Milo. Do you want to hide everybody too? Mm. You got a big eye boogie. You got a big eye boogie. I got it. No, I can't have both of you right here. You're gonna knock over the table. Come on. Back, back. Back, back, my friends. Back, back, my little friends. My little booger heads. No, no. Guys, I cannot move with you right there, you big stinky pants. So let's do... Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I'm that apparently my spinning out is definitely my fault. And I'm trying to race too much like arcade and not really considering the vehicle. I watched too much Max Verstappen this weekend, and I can't do what he does. So let's see here. We'll try some Mount Panorama again. All right, cold tires. So my spinning is two things. One, I'm trying to drive too fast, too arcade style, and three, or and this, or two, I guess. Like we're doing 180 kilometers an hour, but it looks like we're doing like 60 or 70. And so sometimes when I'm watching things by eye, it feels a lot like I'm not going that fast, and so I'm taking some of the turns too hard and then getting mad because I'm spinning. But when I look at the speedometer and all, I am definitely going faster than I thought, so... And on these tougher cars, I'm sometimes over accelerating, and so I just have to learn. It's depressing. Sometimes I think I'm getting really good, and sometimes I just get my ass handed to me. But I do like the fact that you really have to develop some skill in this, despite my frustrations. I like that. Oh, I did not mean to shift down again. I would have thrown my car into a spin if I had let out a clutch during that. Oh! Oh, damn it! I'm trying not to hit anything. Shit. And then because I just want to race so hard, particularly when I'm in races against other people, I'm over accelerating out of the turn before the car is straight enough. See, I got shut down on the front side a little better, but I could be holding on the brake a little bit more. See, those are much smoother, but I'm really having to memorize the feel more than being able to visually... Shit, I wasn't paying enough attention. So, how did I damage the left side panel hitting the right side on the wall? I think I need to adjust the dead zone on that brake because it's showing up as a touch of brake already. I need to fix that probably in the Fanatec software. And then sometimes it's not that it's illegal or anything, but sometimes I'm hitting that curb trying to get a wider space and, a wider turn in. And depending on the curb, that is throwing me off. Like just a little bit of braking in there and I felt it wanting to spin. Oh, I don't need downshift yet. And I downshifted twice again. We can do this, we can do this. Well, I felt some ABS smacking me there. I appreciate everyone who's here watching. So this is the part that gets a little scary because you can make this so I feel like technically I'm getting better today, except for I way shifted early there, and I don't know if I'm gonna get my ass handed to me when I load this up with cars because and I got my braking done in time, but I should have been wider for that turn in. And I hope that the game audio from my speakers is not bleeding back into the mic. I don't think it is, but if it is, let me know. And see, I should have been still on the brakes slightly when I came through that. My tire's warming up, and I'm learning a little bit more what this car will tolerate. Oh, I knew I was gonna clip it. Damn it. And I narrowed my field of view a little bit, trying to increase that sense of speed. But now it's making me less aware of the edges of my car in this view. Again, it's nobody's fault but mine, but... Okay, that was better trail braking. Shitty shifting into third. I think we should try a race at night in this so you guys can see all the stuff in the backgrounds. It looks cool. Let me get if I get set up here. Back to main menu. Hmm. All right, so we're the Lotus Siege. I'm gonna try and do it as a night race this time. All I can do is keep working at it. But I get a little disappointed sometimes because I feel like I should be farther ahead than I am. Some days I am. Dang! Don't bump me, don't bump me. But I guess I'm gonna have to let you pass if I don't want to eat shit. So I'm not expecting first, but I would like to get some podium. I'm gaining a little bit of distance here. No, you mother! Oh, that was my fault. I crossed in front of him. And I was getting a pass in. I'm really frustrated about that. Damn it! Well, now we're down to last place. Come on, guys. Well, we're out of last place for now. Excuse me, sir, I'd like to draft the shit out of you and then pass. Oh, I was almost good trail braking. Come on, let me get another position in. I'm taking these gears out as far as I can. Dude, I am trying to pass you. Fuck me. I've got one overtaken. Would have liked another overtake there, but this is such a dangerous section. Dude! Shit! I clipped. I didn't even spin, I just clipped. That's fucking dumb. We're back up to 6 though, so at least there's some progress. So if he pulled away from me in that turn, it means I didn't enter it well enough to keep speed. So that's a teaching moment. I thought I did a decent entrance, but apparently not. Oh, get that thing out of my way. I'm doing everything I can to pass you, Lorenz. I didn't think you were going to get that move. It's not clipped this time. Dude, I want to get around you so badly. I am happy that I'm right on his tail, though. That's at least... did get another position. If you guys don't fart around up here too much. Oh, move that Porsche. It's a beautiful car, but you're in my way. Got a decent setup. I can't control arrow, so he can't have a... And I'm at engine setting 1, which is the fastest, and I can't adjust my brakes yet. Oh, unless I did not change... Oh, I do not want to eat any of your shit. We made it to 3rd. But did we... Oh, I didn't make it to 3rd in time, did I? Or did I? I made it 2nd. Hell yeah. Again, thank you everyone here. Watch a minute of that replay if you guys don't mind. At least it was a better race for me. I kept closer. I did have some problems here and there, but... But we managed to do that at night. And podium. After dropping all the way into last. So I'm still pretty happy with it. Not first, but second. Coming from last isn't bad. Yeah, see, that was my fault. I kept going over and hit him. I thought I was going to be farther ahead of him and like this and make him back off, but I was closer to here. I think triples would be great, or the big curved 49-inch OLED. I think if I could get that wide view, that would help me significantly. But it's not my... I mean, that was just a vision problem. Driving is still my responsibility. Alright, let's back out of that. That was pretty fun. That was fun. And I've had to adult today. I made progress on my AI. It still isn't going as exactly as planned. And I think part of the problem is I'm running on this little bitty low end uh thing, one of those, basically little mini PCs. And it's got 16 gig of RAM, which helps it some, but it doesn't have any kind of a real video card with dedicated video memory. So I don't think I have any CUDA cores, and I think it's 2 gig of memory, and then the rest it takes out of shared, I think is how that's working. And so some of the answers seem kind of slow. I'm getting it to where it's talking with Telegram like it's supposed to, so that's my secure interface from out in the wild. And I've learned how to mount 2 or 3 different AI models, but it's all kind of confusing. So I start out with a llama, which allows you to run the LLMs, your logical local machine thing, right? And then the next layer is OpenClaw, which is like a managing host for the different models, and an easier way to add in skills, which are like its interface with Gmail or whatever. There's something else I have to get called SensorXGL or something in Senseo, and it is a free web interface. Otherwise, my web calls have to use the cloud, and most of these services, if you use their cloud, one, your data goes through it. Two, there's usually a monthly charge. So it may make sense for me, if I really want to do this and learn it better, I might have to purchase a hosted VM that has enough power. And there's one through Hosting where they're already set up to do OpenClaw for you, so it's kind of ready to go. And so I may have to look into that. We'll see. I want to say they're very basic, is $6 a month, but I think what I really need for OpenClaw is the like $12 a month. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'll get back to racing. And I don't necessarily have to have an AI running at home. This is all learning for me and brushing up on skills and getting me more current for the job market. We can try Brands Hatch. I don't really remember it, but oh crap, I'm going to be learning this race at night. Oh well, it's good for me. A little bit too much acceleration, and I got some wheel spin, and that cost me get your big booty out of my face. Oh, come on, man. Dude! That was most definitely not how I was hoping this race would start. I'm learning not to over-accelerate too quickly out of the turn. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, one gear too many, you idiot. It's pretty bad when I lose track of counting. But I also changed some force feedback things to try and get a little bit better sense of grip. Oh, too far out. No, no. Man, I've been doing better about that up until there. I really need to restart this race, but I might as well learn it. And as the viewers, let me know if you still like having the brake, throttle, and clutch markers so you can actually see what I'm doing. I thought it made more sense than trying to watch my pedals. I generally only am using the clutch on the saved it. I'm generally only using the clutch on takeoff. I find if I do shift manually, I can shift just a hair faster, but it's the downshifting and trying to do the heel toe where I absolutely mess it up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if you noticed this, but on this track, I'll slow down when we get to the next one since I'm already... See these markers here, right there, the 2 and the 1? Some tracks don't actually put the number on it, and so that is a multiple of 50. So 2 is 100, 1 is 50, 4 would be 200. So that's how you know what those are. And I don't really find them to be any different. Oh, I bumped that and braked. Yeah, I caused that. But I'm learning to recover better. And sometimes slide less. We're going to be last place, but we're going to have learned something. My little class on slip angle this morning did help some. I fail more in skill than knowledge. I hate it when I get smacked and I'm way back, but yet then I start making some really good turns. We skidded on that just a smidge, but... So we're getting some sections improved. That threw me off. They had the brake markers on the inside, when it's usually on the opposite side of the turn, but sometimes they just have to place them where they do. Yeah, yeah. Last place for the loss. I am frustrated that sometimes I think I should be so much better than I am now. But then I go to the forums and some of the like Facebook groups I'm in and I find out it's not just me. There's a lot of learning. And I didn't start out driving carts when I was 6. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner later. I'd like to work on getting one of my AI agents back up again. I now know how to swap them out and do different models, but there's supposed to be a way I can run more than one agent concurrently and have them, I think, talk to each other. But then I also, to get the web interface or the web connection I need to install something with Docker, so I have to go get Docker set up. I kind of know what Docker is, but I've never actually used it, and so this is another one of those things that I want to do to get my skills better. But I did get the VM going under Windows really well and had that up and running pretty quickly. If you want to spin up a Linux VM in Windows, that's really simple. They already have it built in now. Do a quick create. All you do is go into your Windows, and remove Windows settings, and you install Hyper-V, reboot, then you launch Hyper-V Manager, do quick create, and you actually can pick your Linux 2204 right from there, and boom, loads it up and sets it up. But it didn't let me adjust the hard drive size in the quick setup, and then when I went back and did it manually, or I finally got it unmounted, edited it, gave it more space, but then every time I tried to use the space under the disk manager in Linux, it would error out. So, and then when I had downloaded one of the LLMs, it was too big and I ran out of memory. So, more lessons, but I've learned a ton just in the last 2 days. All right, I'll quit rambling about that. We're going to do another night one again on a track I don't remember very well because I just need to man up and do better. And I was trying to do races so they'd be closer, to be a little bit more exciting to watch than me on practice runs, but one race was really good, and then I've had some others where I'm way too far back. Come on. Man, I thought that was a better takeoff than it was. Shit. I'm taking that spot from you. Hey, don't nose me, you fucker! I'm not living with that bullshit. Man, I had almost no bark. I don't know how I'm gonna launch faster. Guess that's next class. Next class I need. You bastard. Don't you hit me, bitch. How did you... So you get to bump me and you don't slow down. That's some hoe shit right there. Stop doing that to me, you son of a... You came and hit me again all the way off track? What an asshole. He went off track with me just to bang me into the wall. That's some shit right there. And I'm doing my best not to hit anybody. And the driver setting is safe where they're not supposed to be banging into you. He followed me all the way off track to smack me again. What is this pit stop thing? What is going on here? And why did you change my view? Well, I tried to take off on second to see if that would keep me from barking my shit, but all it did was mess me up. Well, I guess we know that trick doesn't work now. Getting some better throttle control, or I'm not over accelerating out, which I always want to do. Just get that urge to bang that accelerator as hard as you can. No, 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 no! Shit! Oh, come on! Maybe I need to practice my takeoff here. That was a little better. Maybe I'm dumping my clutch out too soon. I'm kind of craving some pizza for dinner, but I want, like, good pizza, not like a frozen pizza. I'm ready. Oh, almost misjudged that. I did get that under control better. Shouldn't have had the error, but go bowling. Like, we've seen you drive. You should go bowling. Better counter angle. My next door neighbor looks like he has the air conditioning guy out, and the dogs are starting to bark at him. Not that they want to get him or they're alerting. They're like, "We're over here. What are you doing, not petting us?" Well, had some bad racing today and some good lessons. Look at those. I didn't spin out, though. I'm learning to counter better and get my wheel back before it starts doing the whole pendulum shit. Still think I should be light years better than I am by now, but oh well. Gray's advice to me is also true, that I keep changing in between games and I pick one and stick with it. So I've been trying to stick with this AC EVO, but I do miss some rally racing. Oh, they're really barking. I'm going to have to go do something about it in a minute. I'll finish out this race and then I may go call it and check on the boys. I don't want them harassing the poor air conditioning guy. Oh man, I went down one too many. Heard that rev and I'm like, I'm third, and the number says 2. Another example of I stupid. But yeah, so I've been trying to stick to AC EVO right now to get better at one particular game. I've raced with clock a little bit in Forza Motorsport, and that's glorious fun. I was having some really weird issues though. This morning I took a look at it, and my wheel rotation wasn't matching in-game and on my wheel, and so that was making some of my turns act funny. Look at me hold on to that for... So we are making progress on those spins, doing a little bit better about not causing them, a little bit better about not letting them eat my whole lunch. But some days, it's just bad. Can't really stop all of them. Come on, dude, is your car broken like mine? We're not in last place anymore. See, I went down too early again. I've got to stop doing that. I mean, it didn't upset the car, but I could hear that rev limiter, which is a good sign that I need to get my shit together. Because if I start getting to where I can do the clutch more, that would have just absolutely spun my car right there. Okay, I'm coming to a turn. I can't see exactly where he is, so I tried to give him a lane. I don't think he's in my rear view yet. I don't see him on the radar. All right. Well, we managed to come in 8th. All right. All right, I need to go check on the dog, so I might stream again here after a little while. Sorry, this one doesn't seem very long. I'm guessing it's been about 45 minutes or an hour, but I forgot to start a timer. Guess I could flip over to OBS and see what it says. Yeah, it's been right about an hour. Finally found it. But I still have 0 drop frames, getting a solid 60, and we're putting 37 megabit into YouTube. So should be good things. I appreciate any of my viewers. Hopefully I'm not the only viewer on here. Looks like I could be my own 2 viewers, which will be sad, but it's like that sometimes. But thank you everyone for coming, and I will catch you later.